Hi there, you're watching the Gardens and Graveyard channel. My name is Charisma and today we are meeting in the garden and we're going to do a March garden tour. There are some bulbs blooming that I want to share with you, and that's kind of it right now. We're kind of in that transition season where the winter interest isn't looking very interesting anymore. It's starting to get their little buds and they're starting to, push new growth. And there's not a whole lot of color except for little pockets that we've created. And then, we're just gonna start getting ready for the spring annuals that's coming really soon. But for right now, let's just take a walk around the garden and see what is blooming in March on the Oregon coast in a zone 9A, 9B, 9A, 9B. I forget. We're in a 9B now. I have to keep remembering that. All right, starting by the driveway, like we usually do. We still have a collection of plants to be planted. Hopefully we'll get to them soon. We just purchased this hydrangea. It's a climbing hydrangea. Look at it, it's just ready to burst open. Super fun. So blooming, we have daffodils and hyacinths blooming in here. We've been having a lot of rain and we had some hail, so things kind of got beat up. This one got really beat up. It has slug and earwig in this one, so it's getting treated, but it also got pretty beat up in the hail. So all the colors off of it. Moving over here, we have our white double hellebore still in bloom. So beautiful. This will continue to be in bloom clear until April sometime. Up in here we have tons of pearly everlasting coming up out of the ground. We have a hellebore in bloom back here. Oh, she's so pretty. Our elderberry is pushing all new growth. It's gonna be a good year for her. We have forget-me-nots all coming out of the ground here. Those will come into bloom pretty soon, like a month or so. All right, the Edgeworthia is still in full bloom, looking fantastic, bringing a ton of bright color to the garden. It's actually got its yellow popped open now. We've got a little sporadic blooms on all of the iberis or the candy tuft. Kind of sparkles like this all winter long, and then it really comes into full glory in April. We have some hyacinths blooming there. Our Lithodora is all in bloom. Baskets have tons of bulbs. More bulbs coming here. These kind of just opened up and got demolished in the last hailstorm, of course. Oops. We'll have to excuse our dogs, our neighbor dogs, who sound like they're being tortured over there. They're fine. They just make a lot of noise a lot of the time. All right, we've got daffodils in bloom here and here. Fun, bright color. Again, splayed out from all the rains and hail. We've got a different color Lithodora opened here. This Hebe's pushing a lot of growth. Oh, I forgot to show. I've got mascara kind of dotted all over in here, all along the edges of the grass. We've got little pops of the grape hyacinths or mascara. Mascari? Is it mascari or mascara? I think it's mascari. There's more of it down there. The cherries getting ready to pop open. There she is. Really fun. We've got hyacinths blooming here. We've got lots of tulips budded up, getting ready to show off. The crocus have been up for a little while. There's a couple of different varieties around here. I like this one that has a variegated leaf. Got more tulips just about to open there. These are much earlier than the ones up by the sidewalk. The Curia japonica is getting ready to pop open. You can see all the buds all over the place. You can see a lot of color showing off. The white rhododendron we planted opened all up. It's looking a little yellow and worse for wear. It was looking really good about 3 days ago. I'll try to put a picture up to show you what it was looking like before the rains kind of made it look like that. We have one Queen of Night opened up. I think this is a Queen of Night, but it looks really burgundy.
It looks like, yeah, those are kind of,
I don't know.
early.
Interesting.
See.
Anyway, that's fun. And then we have a bunch of crocus right there. We've got some, well, we have irises coming up fresh along the road. We have tons of iris coming up as per usual in the iris bed. Yeah, we've got a little bit of color starting on the flowering quince. This is the double scarlet. Canomalies. Oh, there's one that's... It's open! Yay! And then we've got our winter hazel. So we have winter hazels, not witch hazels, because these only get 4x4 rather than like 8x12 or whatever they get. So this is the third spring. Yeah. So I expect to see a little bit more growth on it this coming year, but really good blossom. All right, and then the Staghorn sumacs are still barren, but see, they held on to their seed heads. So it gave a lot of fun winter interest there, which I'm pretty pleased with, because some years, in as much rain as we get, they kind of will turn moldy and gross. So I like seeing that they've got color on them. All right, well, we have a basket there that's full of tulips, tons of heads on there, and we've got one random daffodil blooming over there, just like fun. The heathers are starting to kind of peter out, but they have been in bloom for a little while. And Spencer and I spent a little time cleaning up the medicine garden last weekend. Nothing really blooming, but it looks cleaner, which is nice. And then we can take a look down here and see if the Prim Roses are blooming anymore. All right, we've got lots of Prim Roses blooming in amongst the Hydrangea. Really fun little patch right here. And I'm seeing some fresh growth on our lilies back there, and a little bit of fresh growth on those. What are those? Queen's tears? Do you remember what we ended up planting there? Were those the Queen's Tears?
Yes. I think so, yeah.
See, it's got fresh growth on there.
Cool, that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, not much going on down here. I do need to cut back my hydrangea before it's too late. We're going to be doing a little readjusting in this general area this year. Just moving some plants around that need more room or different sun than we've been providing them. So a little bit of work to do down here. Our newly planted rhodie is looking really good. Still really love how it shows off. It really helps those yellow twig dogwoods kind of pop. And we have a brand new leaf on the Gunnera. First leaf of the season. Oh, there's a few of them.
Leaf, check it out.
It's fun.
Good new leaf.
And I'm seeing some big birch limbs. Over here, our 9 bark is pushing new growth, which is good. Means it survived the winter. It's a newly planted shrub. And then we've got new growth on our anemone, which is exciting because this is the first time I've had an anemone in the ground. So came back. That's good. I don't know. I don't think there's really anything else up this direction at this time. So we're gonna just go ahead and pop upstairs. Although, look over here. I've got a big patch of bluebells that have pushed through the ground. Those will start blooming in another few weeks. Wow. So up in the backyard, our newly planted hellebores are looking pretty good. A couple of fresh blooms on there since we planted them. We've got some tulips coming up in these back beds here, which is fun. The raspberries are pushing new growth, which I need to come and trellis those. The rhubarb has pushed out new growth. These hellebores look so good. Snowdrops are still just all leaves, no flowers yet. And then over here we have 2 bright pink tulips. Okay, and then we have daffodils that we planted this week out here on in the urn pots. Oh, I know, we have a couple of camellias open over here. Let's see. Can get in here. So pretty. There's lots and lots starting to bud up and getting ready to open, but they're starting to show off. We can see a couple from our living room window. We could see these little trio right here. This rose has pushed all new growth. And don't know. We were noticing, you could see all the seedlings in the greenhouse are growing. And we do have a couple of winter sowing jugs with plants in them. Those are cornflowers. Ooh. The sedum is pushed all new growth. The fuchsia's starting to push growth. Things are still pretty quiet in the moon garden. Oh, this area, not much going on. Yeah, not much going on there either. Well, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're celebrating your life, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.